Hi friends, and welcome to Gilded Loop Crochet. My name is Matt, and I want to welcome you to the channel. If you're returning, thank you so much, and if you're new, make sure to check everything out, and hopefully you subscribe and come back. Today we're going to be doing a yarn haul unboxing for one of my favorite brands, which is Lion Brand yarn. Boy, did I get a lot from Lion Brand yarn. So I don't order from Lion Brand super frequently, but when I do order, I usually try to order up in bulk, and it's stuff that I really like. One thing I really like about Lion Brand is they have Old Faithfuls. They have stuff that they always carry. And I can trust that it's going to be there when I come back. They did have some new yarns, which they don't come out with new yarns as much as some other brands, like I said, because they have a lot of the Old Faithfuls there. But when they do, it's usually really good. So I'm so excited about this. We've got so much good stuff today. So, excuse me. Let's go ahead and get into it. So first, I saw a project that somebody did in this colorway that I'm about to show you. And I was absolutely stunned. Couldn't believe it. I thought it was one of the most gorgeous things that I had ever seen. And so I said, I gotta find out what color that is. And I found the color and it was what fueled the start of my purchase here with Lion Brand. So that is this yarn. This is the Mandala Yarn, and this is a 3 lightweight. So I do plan on making a baby blanket from this. It is a 5.3 ounce ball. It is 590 yards, so you get a decent amount of yardage in this ball. It is machine washable and dryable. We love that. It's 100% acrylic. They recommend a 5mm crochet hook, which is a US H8, or a 3.75mm knitting needle. But look at these colors. So we have like a cream that fades into a few different shades of gray. So light gray to medium gray to charcoal to like a medium gray, and then it comes into this delicious teal color, and then the very outer skirts is like this super light teal color. They do have, it's not a swatch, but they have all the different colors kind of laid out there on the yarn ball. It does say you only need one of these for a scarf. However, the baby blanket, I really wasn't sure how many that I would need. I'm thinking 2.5, 3, but I ordered 4 just to be safe. Maybe I'll get 2 baby blankets out of it, who knows? Or maybe I'll do a baby blanket and a matching hat or something like that. But if I didn't say it already, the color is called Genie, G-E-N-I-E. And it's color number 217. But they come in packages of 3. So I got a whole package here of Genie. I think Lion Brand had like a 30% off sale when I bought this, which they do frequently, but you're not getting free shipping. And if you do, you're lucky. Their shipping is, for me, it's like $10 or so. They do vary it depending on how much you purchase. And of course, I did a larger order and I came back and did a little bit smaller order. So I did discover one thing with Lion Brand, and that is if you have like points from having purchased a bunch of things and you try to cash in those points so you can use, like for example, I had enough to get a $10 off coupon, but that coupon, or the gift card or whatever it is for getting $10 off couldn't be applied at the same time as like a 30% off sale, so that if you cash in your points, you can only use it on like a full priced item. You can't use it for something that already has a discount code attached to it, because you can only have one discount code at a time on there. So I was frustrated with that, but what I did was I bought a kit, and I'll show you that kit in a little bit, and I just attached that $10 off to the kit, which paid for the shipping and all that. So I was determined to use it. But anyway, this is Jeannie. She's beautiful. I did also get another colorway to work up. At the time, I wasn't 100% sure what I wanted to use it for, because I have a pattern that I'm writing right now that is using some of Lion Brand's yarn. It's using some of the Pound of Love yarn. And I needed a contrasting, like, bright color to be able to use for the stripes that I'm going to be putting in it. And so I bought this initially for that, but I think I'm going to use some of the Premier Gradient Glitter in that. That's a pattern that I'm going to be having coming out hopefully in January. It's going to be gorgeous. It's a white blanket base with some bright striped colors going through it. So it's going to be really pretty. But I bought this initially thinking that I would use that for that. But then I just bought more and said, you know what, I'm going to use it as a baby blanket. So this is a sparkle yarn. This is their Mandala Sparkle. It is a 3 lightweight, 328 yards. So the yardage is a little bit less. It's 3.5 ounces. They recommend a 5mm crochet hook or 3.75 knitting needle. It is 98% acrylic and 2% other, which is the glitter in there. It's machine washable and dryable. And I asked a friend who had used some of this, and they had made a baby blanket, and they said that the tinsel that's wrapped in this, the glitter, it's not abrasive, it's not like harsh or anything like that, and that they would still recommend to use it for a baby blanket. So it's going to be a pretty glitzy baby blanket. Anyway, so here's what we've got. The very center is a fern green. Then these are all kind of like muted earthy tones. Then we go into like a mauve. And then we go into a like cadet purple. Then we go into a little bit of a muted teal. Then we go back to, this shade's a little bit darker than that initial green fern. So it's like a lighter. And then we have gold and pink and brown, and then into that green fern color again at the end. And it's all wrapped in a pink tinsel. If you can make out that tinsel that's on there. I don't know how well it's showing up on camera, but anyway, I got 4 of these balls. 4. I don't know if I'm gonna need 4, but better safe than sorry on that. Oh, I didn't even tell you the name of that colorway, did I? Sorry about that. This is, well, I'm gonna botch this. Cetus. It's C-E-T-U-S, Cetus. The color number is 347F. C-E-T-U-S, Cetus, I would think. But purples and blues and all that. Oh, Jess, there's like a little colorway picture. It was beautiful. I mean, that was just, again, it's a unique colorway. It's something that you just don't see all the time. I will say this mandala is not as, it's not like buttery soft. However, it's a nice acrylic yarn. It's nowhere near, I would not categorize it as scratchy, but it's not like ooh la la when you rub it against your skin. But it's comfortable and it's going to be nice and it's still going to turn out to be beautiful. I'm going to save this little kit that I got for a little bit later. Oh, I love opening a yarn box after it's been sitting here for a little while and I forgot what I ordered. I was talking to someone in my comments who said that they ordered some stuff in the Premier Yarns sale and they're just going to keep it closed until Christmas and open it at Christmas. I love that idea because it's like you, at that point, you forgot some of the stuff that you ordered. You might remember a thing or two and then you get that surprise all over again. And I've had this Lion Brands one sitting here for a little bit and I totally forgot some of the stuff that was in here. So I'm super excited to get into that. So first thing, we've got some more baby blanket yarn. I got some ice cream yarn. Now, I wanted to get something that was a little, again, unique, not your traditional colorways. I think I've shared with you all that that's kind of my go-to. I like things that are different, you know. I have done baby blankets in your traditional blues and pinks, but I've done them in lots of different colorways too. So this is ice cream yarn. We're dealing with salmon. I would call that a salmon color. Then we have a light peach. Then we have a cream and teal, and then like a light blue, but the blue almost has like a couple different shades, like a variegated blue. Yeah, this one really stood out to me and I really, really liked it. It's called Twin Berry Cheesecake. I have some more of this ice cream yarn. I have done up some projects with them. I made a baby blanket out of granny squares that I crocheted just using the ice cream yarn, nothing else. It was one of the most stunning blankets I've ever done. I don't even know where I have the pictures to that one, but it was a little while ago. But the ice cream yarn is beautiful. It makes gorgeous baby blankets. And in my opinion, it works up really nice in squares. So we've got 4 of those. The stats on this is 394 yards, 3.5 ounces. So it's a 100-gram ball. It's a 3 lightweight. They recommend a 5mm crochet hook and a 3.75 knitting needle. It's machine washable and dryable. It's made in Turkey. And again, this is Twin Berry Cheesecake. Like, absolutely love that. And then I got some of this Baby Soft, just in the color white. These make just stunning borders. You always need some white for some borders. It really offsets your project really nicely, especially for baby blankets. I'll be doing that and using this white for the border. This is my go-to yarn for borders for baby blankets. I don't care what brand it is. I don't care what I'm using. If I just want a white border, this is my go-to, this Baby Soft. It is Ecotech certified, so safe against the skin. 60% acrylic and 40% nylon. It's 459 yards and 5 ounces. So just your standard white. But I do like the other colors of the Baby Soft. They have some solid colors. This is a really nice one. I've washed and dried this multiple times, and it always fares very well. I also have some other Lion brand Feels Like Butta, and I wanted to get some pinks. I want to show you. So, I have made multiple baby blankets, and this Feels Like Butta. I made one for my niece, who is like 2 months old now. And I made it with this Feels Like Butta yarn. and her baby blanket was absolutely stunning. And hopefully her parents aren't watching this, but I want to try to make a lovey out of the Feels Like Butta. So it's the same material as the blanket that I made for them. I do have a couple other pinks. I have, this is mint, the mint color. I have, let's show you one that's not all wrapped up and used. This is lemon. Lemon is just this nice butter yellow. It's a very beautiful, beautiful color. I have white. This is just your white. And the ball band, of course, fell off as I was picking it up. And then I have this color, which is pale gray. I made a baby blanket for my niece with lemon, mint, and pale gray with a white border. And it was stunning. But I think for the lovey, I want to incorporate some of the pinks. When I made the baby blanket, we didn't know the sex of the baby. But now we do. So I think I'm going to use some of those other colors, but I'm going to incorporate the pink in a lovey. And once I figure out the pattern that I want to use for that, I don't know, maybe I'll bring it to the channel. Let me know if you guys are interested in seeing a lovey with the Feels Like Butta. I think I already went over the stats and stuff for this, so we're good there. So Feels Like Butta is definitely a good one. Like I said, it is a, it's 218 yards and 3.5 ounces, a 100-gram ball. They recommend a 4mm crochet hook and a 4.5mm knitting needle. It's 100% polyester, but it is machine washable and dryable. I love that because if I'm making a baby blanket for somebody, I feel like I'm giving them a burden if I tell them they can't just throw it in the washer. You know what I mean? And that washes up nicely. Highly recommend that yarn. They do sell it online at Michael's, but the price I think is the best online brand. Okay, and then the last one is a project that I've kind of already started. I'm going to be doing a project with the Lion brand 2 of Wands Hue and Me. Hue and Me is old faithful. It's been around for at least a couple years now. It is a 5 bulky weight yarn, and it works up nicely. I did work up one square that I'll show you a little bit of a sample in a second. So let's go over the stats for this. So it's a chunky wool blend yarn, okay? So it's gonna make a super nice warm blanket. I've shared with you all before, Matt is not a fan of wool at all. However, I will work with yarn that has a small percentage of wool in it, but I just don't like full wool yarns at all. So this is an 80% acrylic, 20% wool. I'm down with that. It's machine washable and dryable. It is 4.4 ounces or a 125 gram ball. This is 137 yards or 125 meters. It's a 6.5mm crochet hook or a USK 10.5 and a 6.5mm knitting needle as well. So I'm going to show you some of the colorways that I got. What we're going to be doing for this Hue and Me is we are going to be doing solid granny squares. So if you know how to make a granny square, I'm not going to be changing colors. So it's going to keep it super simple and create like a patchwork quilt look to this project. And I will be bringing this project to the channel for sure. It's going to be just an easy blanket to make. It's going to work up really quickly. So it's going to be great. So this is the color Juniper. Now you need 9 colors because we're going to be making 9 squares for this project. So I got 10 colors in case there was one color that I wasn't going to be too keen on. Well, actually, I got one of the colors and I wasn't sure if I liked it. So, but it's going to be one of those things where I'm going to have to see as I work on the project. So anyway, I digress. This is Juniper. The colors appear different in person than what they showed online. This Juniper is a green color, but it's like a earthy tone green. It's like a darker earthy tone green, medium dark earthy tone green, Juniper. Then we got this colorway, which is called Magic Hour. I was not going to buy this colorway because I bought the other one, which I'll show you in just a second. And I'm so glad that I got this colorway because I was on the fence about it online and I love it. I think that it's great. So Magic Hour is a blue. It's like a all of these are more earthy tones. It's like a earthy tone, like steely blue color, and I totally dig it. So this colorway, I'll show you the sample. This colorway, I was on the fence about because I got this pea coat color. Now I'll share with you, Michaels has Hue and Me newly online. They never carried it before, but they don't carry the whole colorway line. They carry like 7 or 8 colors. So do with that information what you will. But this pea coat color is a dark blue, but when I worked it up, it didn't read blue. It read gray to me. But it is a dark blue, but you can kind of see that there's like the wool flecks in there, the halo in there's like a lighter color. But anyway, so this is pea coat. And that's why I'm really glad that I got this, because it's lighter and it'll be more noticeable. But this is the sample that I worked up in pea coat. This is just a granny square. Believe it or not, it's just a solid one colored granny square. Starts here and works its way out. I worked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rows in here. I think this is like a 12 by 12. 9 rows. It works up very quickly and easily. And you can see it has kind of that wool look to it. I'm sorry for that noise, my furnace just kicked on. Then I got this color, which is called Haze, which I love. Haze is not gray, it is purple, but it is so muted in the purple that it just looks like a light gray in some lights, and in some lights it's just got that ever so hinty purpley hue to it. So again, that's Haze. It's very, very subtle on the purple tone. It definitely reads more light gray. This color is Spicy. So you can see the halo on these is, you know, it's there. It definitely has a little bit of a wool feel, but it's soft and it's gonna be nice and comfy, and these are nice warm blankets. So that's Spicy. And then I got Smoke, which is definitely a gray. I would say this is like a medium to dark tone gray. It's not a charcoal, but it's more of a medium tone gray. I'll call that a medium gray. And then I needed some color in there, so I got Gamay, G-A-M-A-Y, Gamay, which is like a maroon. Not really maroon. I would call this wine. This is more of like a Merlot wine color. Okay. And then I got Agave, which is a like a sagey color. Again, an earth tone, all earth tones. That's what I really liked about this. This is called Terra, which is most certainly like a taupey color. Okay. And then the last colorway that I got is Bellini, like a peach Bellini. It's a peachy color. But even like the peach color is like an earthy toned peach. So again, I'm going to be making 9 squares. I bought 10 colors just in case one of the colors I don't feel is working out well or jiving well. I can switch it out with another. There's only 1 ball extra that I bought. And if I don't use it with this, I can use it with something else. And then I got 4 of this colorway, which is Salt. So Salt is like a cream color. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making each square a different color, as simple as it can be, just a typical granny square, 9 rows, it's 12 by 12, and we're going to be patching it all together with the Salt color. And we're going to be doing a border in the Salt color as well. So absolutely stunning, beautiful, love it. That one's not really, doesn't really need a pattern or anything to go with it. It's going to be so simple, but I will definitely have a tutorial video for it. Okay, now we're almost done, but I wanted to show you. This is their new yarn that they just came out with recently, within the last couple months. I mean, it wasn't like released yesterday, but it's a fairly new release. And it is a chenille style yarn. And this is Cover Story Favorite Blanket. Now, I looked through all the different ones of this because this is a variegated yarn. It is a very short colorway, short color bursts. So it's not like a striped effect. It's definitely going to be more of a marbled variegated look. And I looked through all the different colorways and I was really trying to decide which one did I want to try to do a project with. Is this something that I wanted to work with? Chenille yarn's not my absolute favorite, but this isn't really chenille, it's more of a blanket yarn. But anyway, I have something to pair this with. But let's go ahead and take a look at this. So here is the yarn itself. This is the color, sorry, Vineyard. So here's Vineyard. Look at these colors. Like, out of all the colorways that they had, this one just stood out to me. It is more of a flat yarn. Let me just try to show you if you can see. So this yarn, the best way to describe it is I can feel the center strand of the yarn, and it has all the fuzzies attached to it. But actually, I don't know if I can get this to show on camera, on the back side of the yarn, I can really even just see that strand, if that focuses it at all. But it's like a strand of yarn that has this like chenille fuzzy texture. But it is very much, it's like a blanket yarn. And that is why I bought this, because I have a ton of this particular colorway in the Bernat blanket. So this colorway is Smoky Green. So we have Smoky Green, and then we have this colorway, which has multiple different shades of green and purple. So we have cream, we have this gorgeous plum purple that really stands out. Like, that plum purple is stunning. And then we have like a gray colorway, and then we have a deeper green, and then like a fern green, almost like almost like a hunter to a fern, not quite hunter, but a darker green. And it just like it really caught my eye. It's stunning. Now, this color is not the exact color in here, but it is going to marry with this very, very nicely. I'm thinking I'm going to do some sort of square. I'm thinking my thought process on this is that I'm going to do a starburst granny square, and this color is going to be my center color in the starburst, and this color is going to be the outer color in the starburst. What do you think? Because I think that this colorway will lead to look like, if it's a starburst granny square, it'll look to be like the blooming flower in the center and the solid color leaves on the outside. I don't know. Thought process. I could change, but that's what I'm thinking right now. I think that they'll pair nicely together. So anyway, let's go over the stats. So this is it's a 10.5 ounce ball, 300 grams, 223 yards. It is a 6 super bulky. However, it doesn't feel super bulky. Compared to the Bernat blanket yarn, here's where we're at on the comparison. I would say the Bernat blanket yarn is similar. The thickness is the same, except for you can really feel the center strand with the fuzzies kind of attached to it, where this one just feels like all fuzzies. They recommend a 8mm crochet hook. This Bernat blanket also recommends an 8mm crochet hook, so I feel like those go together really nicely. They recommend the 8mm on the knitting needle as well. It's 100% polyester. The Bernat blanket is 100% polyester as well. The Bernat blanket and this just seem to be a good match together. Lion Brand didn't really have other comparable solid color yarns to this, so I think if you're trying to find something to pair with this, the Bernat blanket is a good match. Again, those are the colorways. This is Vineyard, and this one was Smoky Green. So I'm excited for that. I think that this is going to turn out to be really, really pretty. And then the last thing that I have to show you is, remember how I told you I went back and purchased a kit? I had to find something that was full price so I could use my $10 off. And I did just that. I purchased this kit. It is from Jessica at Mama in a Stitch. And I purchased the Magnolia tote bag. I'll insert a picture here of the Magnolia tote bag. And I just really liked these colorways. Like, I thought about changing the colorways from what the original had shown, but I don't think I did. But that is the one thing that I do like about Lion Brand, is that you can go ahead and change the colors in the kits if you want to. But it comes with 2 of the white 24/7 cotton, which this is a great cotton. It is a sturdy cotton. It is not a soft cotton. It is like a sturdy, steady Eddie cotton. It is wonderful for making bags with, because you want something that's not going to stretch out, that is just going to be a little bit more rigid when you have your finished project, rather than like a super soft cotton, because you're not really trying to make a wearable here, you're trying to make a bag. And so I think that these are really great for the bags. If you want a soft cotton, I love this cotton at Hobby Lobby as my go-to. But anyway, this is 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, is 185 yards. It's 4 weight yarn, and they recommend a 4mm crochet hook. It is 100% mercerized cotton. So I think that's why it's a little bit more rigid. The mercerized cotton is usually more like solid, like more of a rigid, good for bags and things of that nature. Not as ideal for wearables in my opinion. So we have white, we have silver, and this is dragonfly, and then we have camel. So this project is a granny square made of the dragonfly, the camel, the silver, and the white. So again, these are the 24/7 cottons, mercerized cotton. Those are all the different colorways. I think this project was like $18, maybe, somewhere around there. $20-ish. Does it say? No, it doesn't. But anyway, I'm excited for that. I wanted to be able to use my $10 off that I had earned through them, and I'm going to make this Magnolia bag. I shared with y'all in my last video, my daughter's name is Magnolia, so not that this is going to necessarily be for her. It's just, you know, they caught me with the name. And with the beauty. I think it's a beautiful bag. So that's what I've got going on. Thank you so much for tuning in to watch this Lion brand unboxing. We've got a lot of fun projects. You're seeing a lot of my 2026 projects getting the yarn now. We're going to be working on those coming into the new year. But I definitely have some more stuff getting ready to hit this channel this year. So stay tuned. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, all the things, and I'll see you in the next video. You have a great day. Bye now.